Alright, welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis 4. Looks like we've got some nationalists down here in Ireland's little speck of land, and it looks like they are getting close to us so that they can have good relations with us, not bad relations, which is nice. What that means that I'm probably not going to attack them, because that's very good for me, for them to be nice to me. It gives me an ally in the area that I can work with, and, well, I could just let the rebels take him over if I really wanted to. And he's not even coring this, he's converting it. On the other hand, that does mean my hegemony on India is not complete. However, I didn't think it would be. This is another instance of me having a vassal is good for me, or a protectorate, because this is insulating me from having the penalties to relations for Spain, which is nice. I'm going to check my relations with my neighbors. Egypt doesn't like me. It says threatened, but it also says hostile, so I'm not sure which that is. Apparently we cancelled an alliance with them. We got a royal marriage because of a mission, I believe. What is our mission right now? Create a fortress in a place, which is over here somewhere. I would guess this. Yeah, we're doing that. Okay. Oh, looks like Ming. Fighting Ming? Oh, because they're allied with Japan. Okay, that makes sense, I suppose. So the Mongol Khanate's pretty friendly with me. Is there anybody I could make Ming release? Zhou, looks like. And Shun. I'm not super familiar with the Chinese situation. And of course Korea and Manchu. So I could do that to kind of fracture Ming a bit later in the game. After I'm done. Well, there isn't really a later in the game for me, is there? Actually, oh, Ireland's taking this stuff. Well, there you go, Japan. You missed the boat. Mortals are filling out pretty good. They had their chance. Let's check over here. Same situation here. Anybody taking these? This looks like Gallery. Spain's got another colony here. Not much I could do about that. Well, there is one thing I could do about that. And it wouldn't actually be that difficult, to be honest with you. Okay, so this is... Where's the trade node here? Here? Okay, that's good. So we got the control of the Australian trade node. The Malacca trade node is pretty solidly out of our hands and in Brunei's hands. Which is kind of shitty for us. But... Where's the actual trade port? I'm guessing in Malacca, yep. That would be difficult to get from them, considering... Well, I guess it would be considered a colony. In any case. Last time I checked, the Workids... Oh, they ended that war. So they just got out of the war with everybody and their brother. Doesn't look like Lancaster's doing a whole lot over here. I was hoping that they would unite stuff, but they're not doing that. Stupid lazy AIs. Got a free administrator. guy. Do I have any unique buildings I can build? No. How are my units? I'm pretty much maxed out. So, I have very little to do with our money at the moment, or my ideas. I'm not using any ideas right now, so I'm just waiting for my tech. I don't get another idea group till 26. Okay, so I'm just going to be teching up then, I suppose. I could build a few buildings, but they won't pay off by the end of the game, so there isn't any reason to build any. I might as well just save my money. Yeah. Just save it for events and stuff. We're still waiting on a couple of missionaries. And I think we're still fabricating a claim here. Where's that? Oh. Garbage stuff in Africa that I don't care about. Castile. Looks like Spain's reclaimed pretty much everything in mainland Iberia from Castile, but Castile's actually been gaining colonies. Modena exists. That's interesting. Were they there before? It looks like they just appeared. So Byzantium is down to 3 provinces. 4 provinces. I'm not getting any revolts in Kutch, because why? Probably because I harsh treated. That's most likely. Okay, well, I had an extra guy that I probably should have gotten rid of a long time ago. Oh, no. I have an extra... Okay. Do I have a need for a conquistador at the moment? It probably wouldn't hurt. Why are you sitting there? It probably would not hurt to have a conquistador sitting around. Sure. I don't anticipate a need for a guy there. Okay, so above everything, we want to make sure that we've got our... Oh no, I can attack from Bengal Delta. That we've got our troops in place and that we have everything done. Yeah, Ireland's taking care of their stuff. Ooh, grain. And naval supplies. But we want to make sure we've got some pretty good holds on our provinces, so we don't have very much in the way of revolt risk. Okay, is there any more provinces I can claim? Nope. Okay. So what is there that I can do here? Well, I have too many cavalry over here. I don't want to... I thought it would be enough to even that out. Okay, so if I split this... Okay. So that'll be fine. And I might as well put the king in here. Get some rebel types over here. How you doing on conversions? Looks pretty good. How did this province become Catholic? Oh, right. Wasn't that owned by Spain at one point? Yes, sir, that's probably the case. Okay, so let's do another mission. Incorporate Assam, conquer Cairo. I don't like any of those. So this one is nearly done. Awesome. I'm not going to worry too much about all these conversions. Actually, that's going to kill my religious unity. I'm going to have to go anyway, otherwise it'll take too long to do anything. So we'll just keep converting. Unfortunately, I don't have a conversion dude because my dude died. Okay, looks like it's time to go again. Might as well holy war here. Can I call you into the war just to be trolly? Nope. Oh, they have a truce with Hindustan. I'm not gonna mess with them. It could be bad. Okay, so my combat fleet is already right here. Why are you moving into that province? War galleon. Okay. So, I've got a big-ish army here. I want to make sure I have a leader in place close by, so I don't get screwed by some RNG stuff. Although that could still happen. It's better to have a leader. So my numbers are getting severely reduced by this stuff. Okay, so we should try to synchronize all these at the same time. This will be June 19th, 15th, 17th. So it looks like 17th. If I wait 2 days, 2 days isn't going to matter. Oh, there goes an army. Hello. How are you doing, fellows? Ah, here comes Assam. That's excellent. Okay. So we wiped that out, it looks like. Or they moved, one of the two. Don't really care which. Doesn't matter. Here's the thing I like to do. Let's just do this. Okay. This will work out. Hold the line, dudes. The Nicobar Islands? The fuck is that? No, I'm sure it's a some kind of port. And let's do this more efficiently. There we go. Okay. want you force marching, and then I want you to chase them. Let's wipe them out. And do this. Looks like the Immortals aren't having a good time. What is this war about? Main conquest of Chikuzan. I imagine that's something over here. No. Maybe. But they're trying to get a Japanese province in Japan? That's dumb. They're never gonna get one of those. Okay, so where are you going now? Here. Okay. One of the things I want to try to do is I want to try to snag Celion here. So, where are my transports? I imagine they're here. Yes, okay. So we're going to abandon our little Uzbek revolt. Oh no, 2 units. Awful. Well, good thing I have these units standing back. Am I bleeding too much manpower? I can't really tell. There we go. And there's no way they can stop me from getting the Celion here. Let's go ahead and do this. And it looks like I'm occupying all the province I actually have claimed and stuff like that. Alright, let's take off force march. Let's move up like this. Whatever. I don't think you actually need to be there. Just walk onto it from here. I will probably need a blockade here to help out. Just making sure that this is actually the trade port. Yep. Okay. Let's just drop a blockade here. Move up here. I guess I can actually try to kill his ships. That's not a bad idea, I suppose. What are you doing? I guess it's just hanging out. It is a mystery, I suppose. Where are you going? Actually, I could go here. Where are you going, dude? You're a big weird guy. Who does weird things. Why does he have so many leaders for having nothing? Okay, so I'm gonna kind of hang out in Celion, I suppose. And let's actually go down here and try to kill his ships. That seems like a decent enough plan. I'm also thinking about making them release. What's up here? Is this Nepal? Yeah. Nepal. These are like shitty. Well, can't induce 4 tax. I mean, I can't get it right. Well, I could, but it would cost a lot. Move over here since you're having a bunch of dudes with you. The main thing I'm waiting for is getting my claims and a siege in Celion. Let's move to Kandesh, I suppose. Revolt in one of these provinces. Well, I suppose then we can simply divert them over to here then. Monetary reforms. I'd lose a stability. I'll take the inflation for now since I'm not actually using my money for anything. Yeah, I don't think so, buddy. Why would you not do that? I could have just done this, I suppose. I don't want to make them release too many things, especially in the places that I actually want the provinces of. So I suppose it's just kind of stuff up here that's kind of useless. It's a good question. I may not want to do that at all. Alright. Let's just start moving our guys out of here. Or at the very least into the provinces along the border that I'm going to want to be occupying. By occupying, I mean owning. Alright, before I get too invested in that, let's go ahead and take a look around over here. So they've claimed this island here. This one's still free. Apparently I do have a colonist to use. Okay. I didn't see a thing where I finished one, but let's see. I suppose one here would be the smartest idea, but that's probably not gonna be taken for a while. I'll go ahead and take the Solomons here. Let's see if I get any better. And our rival province, Dewaro. Well, that's not really a problem. Which province is that? Over here. It's free power, basically. It looks like they will not be jerks to us, but hey, I don't care. Are you actually doing stuff here? What are you doing? Still 0% on that. Okay, so we've got Celion here. Oh, didn't capture any ships. Just want to like hold a line here. Yeah, he can't get through any of our stuff here, so I'm just gonna sit like this. And I'm really just waiting here, seeing if we can kill his ships here. Or steal some or something. I don't know. Yeah, sure. I'm not going to take too much stuff here. I'm not overextended or anything. I don't think. No. But taking too many well, I have an awful lot of provinces. I don't think I'll drop my religious unity too much. I'm at 95%. What are my penalties getting for this? Some revolt risk. Yeah, I guess that's pretty bad. Especially if it goes down to like 80% or something like that. Well, Spain's got a claim on this now. Okay. Looks like they're going to be getting into a war with them in the near future for the southern India junk. Are they doing anything else in the area? Not really. Yeah, another war with Spain might be inevitable. However, we're trying to be... Well, I'm reserving judgment on Gelry, but, why does Spain have a claim on this? I don't know. And we're being bros with, Ireland. Divey yet. How long have they been there? They've probably been there the whole game. I just didn't pay attention. Okay. So we're just waiting to see if we can knock these guys out. I don't even know why I'm bothering to do this. Alright, let's see. Steal some ships. Bring me over my supply limit. I guess I just want to be a jerk. People in one of our provinces have seen the power of our faith and have spontaneously chosen to embrace it. It is a proud day for us, as yet more souls are saved. This is a weird thing. Cathawar changes to Zoroastrian. That wasn't one of the ones that I was actually converting. And I think it's one of the more expensive provinces to convert. Of the ones that I'm currently converting. Unlike Sirhind. That's gonna be a nightmare. Oh my god. But hey, I'll take it. It's kind of weird. But, whatever. Okay. I didn't capture any ships, but this gives me naval tradition. But not very much, looks like. Prestige, though. Okay. Okay, Hindustan, let's talk. Let's talk about you being big losers. So we want these provinces. I could get more. What am I looking at cost-wise? These are cheap because they have claims on them. Jeez. Seem to be hitting overextension. 72% right now. Of course, I want this too. 80%. Or a 67 aggressive expansion, which I don't really care about. I want your trade power too. And Nepal. That's too many cores. No. I didn't realize Nepal had cores all the way down there. I probably should have been paying attention. I think that's all we can do. Get some money. I like taking money from people because it makes their economy suck for a while. I could revoke some cores. But I'd rather not. There's no reason to. Okay, so then we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 provinces. And we still keep our pretty borders. Assam's not doing anything. Do they have a claim on any of these provinces? I know they don't have any cores, because I can't return them any cores. Nope. Okay. So, it's 87 of 95. That looks pretty good to me. Oh, I know what I could do. I could take these 2 provinces. If I had enough... Well... Then I couldn't take the trade power. I could take those 2 provinces and then release a vassal up here. Or I could take 1 less province. That would be stupid. I could take 1 of these provinces and then release them as a vassal. Because does Garwal have a... Is this Nepal? Yeah. So that would be... Yeah, that looks like a good peace deal. And then I could feed them with some of that stuff. Okay, that looks good. Okay, we got some natives and stuff. So first things first, we want to be creating a vassal in Nepal. Look at Upper Dub as well. That's fine. That lowers my overextension a little bit. That's pretty nice. Also shortens my border. Which I suppose is both a bad and a good thing. We can have these guys over here. In Vassal Town. You guys can come over here to stay in Vassal Town. Oh, no, I have enough troops over here. Okay, so I only actually took 3 provinces. Well, 4 provinces, because of Celion. Oh. Ships. Let's base our navy in Celion, I guess, now. That's a good place. Alright. So, first things first. Let's check our dude. Nope. That revolt risk guy would be pretty nice right now. So I mitigated our overextension quite a bit. That's nice. And then we can annex Nepal later. That's no big deal. It's only 10 years, and I might be able to feed them once before then. Well, I definitely will be able to feed them once before then. Because it'll take a while to annex them. I won't be able to get the whole of Hindustan, but I could probably get to about here without any problems. So, 15 points here. These are not very expensive provinces. I could have done worse. Okay, so we get some cores here. How are we doing on our revolts? What? Okay. I don't think it's worth harsh treating, since I'm going to be moving a bunch of troops into here. Okay. Let's get you out of here. So we're going to want to use you on them over there. And Nepal and Hindustan. They westernize? Why did I lose my overseas expansion against them? Oh, we'll accept this. Yep, they westernized. Well, I can't westernize. So that sucks, actually.